Malaysia is a nation of contrasts, including a diverse array of colonial buildings, gorgeous parks and beaches, modern skyscrapers, and a distinctive terrain covered in tea plantations. Located in Southeast Asia, it has territory on both Borneo Island and the Malay Peninsula. The world-famous Petronas Towers and the country's rich cultural and religious variety make Malaysia a destination unlike any other. Welcome to Primo Traveller. Delightful discoveries await. Before we show you our top picks, please like and consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Without further ado, here are today's top 10 picks. Number 10, Cameron Highlands. Tea has a long history of being grown on the sloping mountainside in the hilly Cameron Highlands. The Cameron Highlands is also home to lavender and strawberry farms, orchards, herbal gardens, and nurseries, as well as the mossy forest boardwalk, a perpetually foggy tropical evergreen environment with designated footpaths to view the local flora and fauna up close. Tea plantations are still a major attraction today and one of the most photographed locations. BOH Tea Plantation is a wise choice if you only have time to visit one plantation, because it is not only Malaysia's largest producer of tea, but also offers tours that allow visitors to witness the tea-making process up close, browse the gift shop, and explore the land's winding walkways. The Marty's Agro Technology Park is an unexpectedly enjoyable location where you can visit the fruit orchards, including a big area devoted to the uncommon jackfruit, and even camp overnight. It offers an inside view of the agricultural and farming processes in Malaysia. And alternatively, here's a tip, you can go to the Time Tunnel, Malaysia's sole memorabilia museum, where you can view replicas of early 20th century rooms and businesses, play vintage board games, and peruse pre-war photos. Number 9, Kuantan. It should come as no surprise that Kuantan is known mostly for its beaches, given that it is situated directly alongside the South China Sea. The neighboring Cherating Beach, and I apologize for my pronunciation, is home to a turtle sanctuary, as well as a cultural town that creates and sells traditional batik, while Teluk Sempedak Beach is just minutes from the city center and boasts a tree-lined, pristine shoreline. Esplanade Park and the Sungai Pandan Waterfall are also well-liked attractions that provide several opportunities for hiking, swimming, and exploring the surrounding area. From the latter, you may take a boat to see the city from a whole different perspective. You can also visit the Tin Museum, a singular landmark situated on the former site of a sizable underground tin mine. Visitors can also find a hanging rope bridge and the Shara Cave complex nearby, which is home to a giant reclining Buddha and can be reached after an hour-long journey through tropical palm trees. Number 8, Sepilok Orangutan Rehabilitation Center. To assist orphaned orangutan babies rescued from the pet trade or prevented from being killed illegally, the Sepilok Orangutan Rehabilitation Center was established in 1964. The major objective of the center is to teach these orangutans how to survive in the wild, replacing what they would typically learn from their mothers, so they can eventually be released into the 4,300-hectare Kabili Sepilok Forest Reserve, which is surrounded by virgin forest. Currently, more than 80 orangutans roam freely in the area. Visitors to the facility can view the nursery and climbing area through a glass window, observe feeding times as seen from a platform twice a day, and learn more about orangutans and the issues they face today. But they're not permitted to touch or approach the animals. There are many opportunities to explore and see the orangutans frolicking and jumping around on the adjacent trees along the boardwalk that runs around the facility. And these people have hearts of gold, seriously. Orangutans need all of the help they can get. Number 7, Ipoh Caverns. Ipoh is recognized as the entrance to the Cameron Highlands and is the location of several limestone caves. Thus, there are two main reasons to visit this vibrant, bustling city. One of the longest caves in Malaysia, the enormous Gua Tempurung, is crammed with viewing platforms that allow tourists to come up close to the beautiful crystal formations that line its walls, its enormous chambers, and its underground river, while Pengjang Cave is well known for its 5,000-year-old Neolithic buildings, which are like 5,000 years older than AirPods, by the way. Sampo Tong Cave Temple is known for its abundance of Buddhist statues and is also home to a garden and turtle pond. Another noteworthy attraction in Ipoh is its colonial heritage, which is represented by a 6.5-kilometer heritage trail and numerous structures with exquisite architecture, including the Birch Clock Tower and the railway station. Ipoh is regarded as one of Malaysia's gastronomic capitals as well, and that means good food. Even though the city is full of eateries and coffee shops, Ipoh's street food vendors offer an equally fantastic dining experience where you can enjoy toge chicken rice or curry mee. It's difficult to top a plate of caramel egg custard and the renowned Ipoh white coffee for a mid-afternoon treat. You can also visit the Lost World of Tambun theme park, browse the Memory Lane flea market, and take in the stunning street art in Old Town Ipoh, among the additional things to do. Number 6. Gunung Mulu National Park. Visitors from Asia travel to the park, which bears the name Mount Mulu, for the natural beauty, hiking, caving, and hot springs. The karst limestone pinnacles at this UNESCO World Heritage Site are spectacular and resemble humans standing in gigantic formations. But the park's enormous caves are also equally stunning. One of the reasons some of the caverns in this park weren't extensively investigated until the 1970s was due to the dense rainforest that covers the majority of the park and makes some parts impossible to access. Another factor is the size of the cave systems, which include the world's largest underground chamber and largest passage. With ceilings over 122 meters high, rivers gushing through the rocks, and an opening over a sinkhole more than 1 kilometer wide, Deer Cave is especially stunning. The Pinnacle Summit Trek, a 3-day hike through the rainforest that requires ropes and ladders, is another option for park visitors who want to ascend to the Sarawak Chamber and Paku Waterfall. Number 5. Sitapan Islands. The seas surrounding Sitapan Island are among the world's richest marine habitats and are home to several coral species, endangered hawksbill turtles, whale sharks, monitor lizards, and whale shark eggs. The island is also regarded as one of the top diving locations in the world and is heavily protected. Only 120 permits are issued each day for visitors. Speedboat transportation takes an hour to get to the island. Once you arrive, you may simply tour the island on foot because its several beaches and reef locations are close to one another. Visitors typically arrive early in the morning as part of snorkeling and diving tours because it is no longer feasible to stay on the island due to environmental protection laws. But there's no need to fret because the adjacent Mabul Island thankfully does have some lodging. By 3 p.m., all guests have to leave the island, so keep that in mind if you're visiting. Number 4. Perhentian Islands. This collection of tiny islands, which were once a halting place for traders passing through Southeast Asia, is now a popular tourist destination in northeastern Malaysia. They're a part of a marine park. Only the 2 larger islands have lodging, shopping, and facilities. Of these 2, Pulau Perhentian Besar has a little more of a backpacker vibe, while Palu Perhentian Kecil is a little posher and family-oriented. The majority of the islands can be reached by ferry or small-powered boats. These coral-fringed remote islands provide many chances for kayaking, exploring, snorkeling, and scuba diving, including the site of a well-known sugar hauler wreck, as well as the option to participate in local groups' conservation efforts for the green and hawksbill turtles. Another popular activity is jungle trekking because of the routes that zigzag through the islands, linking beaches and passing through deep forests, home to monitor lizards and even monkeys. Paved trails also link Coral Bay to a neighborhood beach and a charming fishing community. Number 3. Mount Kinabalu. The tallest peak in Malaysia is Mount Kinabalu, which is a little over 4,000 meters high. As one of Malaysia's first international parks and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the mountain is a part of Kinabalu Park. A wide variety of plant and animal species, including the endangered orangutan, call Kinabalu home due to its distinctive ecosystem that combines alpine meadows, grasslands, and shrublands. A popular climbing destination, Mount Kinabalu can be challenging to the summit. Only 185 climb permits are provided by the park each day, and in order to access the routes, guests must make bookings for lodging and a mountain guide in advance. There are limits in place, even though individuals under the age of 16 are permitted to join climbing organizations. Since the park is already at an altitude of more than 1,800 meters, climbers should schedule a stay there before beginning their ascent. This will allow them to acclimatize before attempting to reach the top, which is a very good idea. Getting used to the environment is pretty critical. Number 2. Batu Caves. The Batu Caves complex, which is less than an hour from Kuala Lumpur, is made up of 3 large caves and a number of smaller ones, the majority of which include statues and 100-year-old temples devoted to Hindu gods. Make your way all the way up the 272 steps to the top of the main cave, known as Cathedral Cave, and you'll find a room filled with statues, altars, and lights. A 43-meter-tall gold monument of Lord Murugan greets guests at the foot of the stairs. To understand more about the caves, visitors can either explore them on their own or take a guided tour. Numerous thousands of people visit the cave to celebrate the Hindu holiday of Thaipusam in January. Number 1. Kuala Lumpur. The largest and capital city of Malaysia has a lot to offer tourists. Kuala Lumpur is a tremendously popular destination, especially for tourists, and frequently ranks among the top 10 most visited cities in the entire world. It is perhaps best known for the Petronas twin skyscrapers, the tallest twin towers in the world. A blend of colonial, contemporary, Asian, and Malay architecture gives the city a distinctive appearance that is uncommon among Southeast Asian capitals. Even if you don't intend to go inside, the National Palace and the House of Parliament are 2 instances of spectacular architecture that are well worth a look. Visit Merdeka Square, go shopping on Petaling Street in Chinatown, and take a stroll through Bird Park, among other fantastic things to do while you're in Kuala Lumpur. One of the main top shopping destinations in Southeast Asia is Kuala Lumpur, which has almost, get this, 70 shopping malls, as well as a plethora of indoor and outdoor markets, including the enormous Central Market, which has over 800 shops and stalls. The city also is a great place to find hand-carved wood and pewter. Let me know in the comments below which one of today's top picks was your favorite. Also, check out this other video from Primo Traveller. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more of our 10 Prime picks. And let Primo Traveller be your guide to premier destinations around the world.